problem, they have asked you to find the value of current I, that is the current that is flowing through the 5 ohm resistor. So you can do this problem, or you can solve this problem using source transformation techniques. You can also use the nodal analysis, mesh analysis, and you can find the current. Just be careful that while using the source transformation technique, don't alter this resistance part. That means don't go and apply the source transformation technique on this 5 volt source and the 5 ohm resistor part. Okay, so wherever you want to find the voltage or current in the source transformation technique, you should not disturb that particular element. Okay, so what I will do is I will apply the source transformation technique for this part. Okay, so this can be converted to current source, right? See, plus or minus 3 volt, you have 30 ohm resistor in series. That means this can be converted to equivalent current source, which is having the value 3 divided by 30, because you know V is equal to IR, I is equal to V by R. So this will be 3 divided by 30 amperes. That is nothing but 1 by 10 amperes, which is in series with the resistance. Okay, so now in current source, so here you will be having the resistance parallel to the current source. So this is 1 by 10 ampere and this one will be a 30 ohm. So now what I will do is I will replace this part now by this. So you will have 5 volts, then you have 5 ohm resistor here 20 ohm as it is. Now you can see this is converted to current source, practical current source. I can write this as 30 ohm and this as 1 by 10 ampere. 1 by 10 ampere. Okay. Now what I can do is, see the two resistors are in parallel. These two are in parallel. So I can write the equivalent resistance as R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Right, so now it is 20 into 30 divided by 20 plus 30, that is 50 ohms. So this can be written as 12 ohms. So now these two I will replace it with a single resistor. Okay, single resistor. So that is 12 ohms. Now we have this current source here, that is 1 by 10 amperes. Now to convert this to the voltage source, so the current source back to the voltage source, okay, current to voltage source, I can write the equivalent like this, right? A voltage source in series with the resistor. Resistor value will be same thing, that is 12 ohms. But what will be V? That will be equal to I into R. So what is this I? It is 1 by 10. And what is this resistance? It is 12. So V can be written as 6 by 5 volts. V is nothing but 6 by 5 volts. So now I will again redraw this circuit, plus or minus 5 volts, and here it is 5 ohm resistor, and this is again in series now 12 ohm, and here you can see it is 6 by 5 volts. Okay. So now you can find the current through the 5 ohm resistor. See the current which is flowing here, now I have not disturbed this particular part. So the same current flows now. Okay. So this is 5 volts. So now I can apply the KVL here. 6 by 5. 5 minus 6 by 5. Okay. And this one it's equal to, it is in series. So 12 plus 5 into I. So I is equal to, this is 25 minus 6, which is 19 by 5. Okay. And here it is 79. That means I is equal to 19 divided by 17 into 5. This is nothing but 19 by 85 amperes. Okay. I is equal to 19 by 85 amperes. So if I use another technique to solve this, I will consider this node voltage as VA. So this is the current that is flowing here, that is I, and here these are the currents flowing in this direction, means I am dividing the current now. So at VA I will apply the KCL. Okay, KCL. So this is nothing but it is 5 minus VA divided by 5 ohm. Why? You know that if there is a resistor R and the current is flowing through like this, and if this is at potential V1, this is at potential V2, you know that always the current flows from higher potential to lower potential. So you know V is equal to IR, and here V is nothing but V1 minus V2 is equal to I into R. So I is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by R. So that is what I have applied here. 5 minus VA divided by 5. Now that is the incoming current, which should be equal to the outgoing current. So VA by VA by 20. Why? Because here this will be ground. So 0 volts. VA minus 0 is equal to VA. Plus VA minus 3 volts divided by 30. Okay. So now from this I will take 5 common. Okay, again I can take 2 common. So I can take 10 common directly, right? So 10 if I take it outside, okay, this will be 5 minus VA by 5. So 5 into 2, okay, and here it is 3 VA plus 2 VA, 3 VA plus 2 VA, that is 5 VA, and this is minus 6 divided by 6. And here it is 10 and it is minus 2 VA. Okay, so now again 6 times are 60 minus 12 VA, that is equal to 5 VA minus 6. So if it comes this side, it becomes 66. If it goes this side, it becomes 17 VA. So VA is equal to 66 by 17 volts. Okay, and now if I want to find the current I, that will be equal to 5 minus VA divided by 5. So 5 minus 66 by 17 divided by 5. So this is nothing but 85 minus 16 divided by 85. Okay, so this is nothing but it is 19 by 85 amperes. So using nodal analysis, using the source transformation technique, we got the answer, that is I is equal to 19 by 85 ampere is the current that is flowing through 5 ohm resistor. Okay, this is the current that is flowing through the 5 ohm resistor. Just remember, using source transformation technique, you should not disturb this element. Okay, don't disturb this element. Just apply the source transformation technique on this particular side. Okay. So in this problem, we have to find out the current I that is flowing through this circuit. So now I can divide the current. Okay, so if I divide the current, it becomes easy. So here the current I is flowing, and see, you can see that at this point it is I and 2, so it should be I plus 2, right? Because at this point A, the incoming current should be equal to outgoing current, so that is it should be equal to I plus 2. So the outgoing current here, that will be equal to I plus 2. Okay, so now what happens if I apply the KVL here to this outer loop? I won't include this current source now because I've already considered the effect of the current source 2 ampere. So 20 minus 2I minus 3I plus 2 minus 5I, that is equal to 0. 20 minus 2I minus 3I minus 6 minus 5I is equal to 0. So 20 minus 6 is 14. 5I, 10I, okay, that is equal to 0. So I is equal to 14 divided by 10, that is equal to 1.4 ampere. So this will be the current that is flowing through the circuit, that is I is equal to 1.4 ampere. If you want to apply the nodal analysis, okay, here, that is also possible. At this particular point A, I can take 20 minus VA divided by 2, that is plus 2, because this current is entering, that is equal to VA minus 5I, that is divided by 3. Okay, so this is nothing but this is I part. Okay, this is I. So 2 plus I is equal to VA minus 5I by 3. Then what is this VA? I can write I is equal to 20 minus VA divided by 2. So 2I is equal to 20 minus VA. VA is equal to 20 minus 2I. Okay, so I'll substitute that here. 2 plus I is equal to 20 minus 2I minus 5I divided by 3. Okay, so now, okay, 3 to the 6 plus 3I, that is equal to 20 minus 7I. Okay, so if I take this side, it is 10I, and 20 minus 6, it will be 14. I is equal to 1.4 ampere. So using both the methods, we got the current I is equal to 1.4 ampere. So in this figure, they have told that this 12 ohm resistor, it draws the current 1 ampere. So what will be the value of R? Okay, so see, this is 2 ampere, 1 ampere is flowing here. So this is 2 ampere, 1 ampere is flowing here. So if I assume this as Ix, so at this particular point or node A, you should have 2 is equal to 1 plus Ix. That means Ix should be equal to 1 ampere. Okay, so this is the current which is flowing here, that is in this branch. Okay, 1 ampere is the current flowing in this particular branch. Now what I can do is I can apply the KVL here. So it is 12 into 1 minus, okay, what is this, R into 1, then you have minus 6 is equal to 0. So 12 minus 6 is equal to R. So R is equal to 6 ohms. R is equal to 6 ohms. Okay, you can also apply the nodal analysis here. At this particular point, you have incoming current 2A, outgoing current is 1 ampere, plus we can take VA minus, what is this? VA is nothing but here, see here, this is the VA, right? This is VA. Okay, so that is equal to 12 volts. VA is equal to 12 volts. So VA minus 6 divided by R. So this is R is equal to VA minus 6. R is equal to, what is the value of VA? 12 volts. 12 minus 6, that is equal to 6 ohms. Okay, just remember, so this is a little messy here. I will show you. This is 12 ohm and this is 1 ampere. So since the current which is flowing through 12 ohm is in this direction, that means the voltage across this will be plus and minus. So what is the value? I into R, that will be 12 volts. 12 volts. So this is the same thing. This is the same potential at this particular node. 12 volts. Okay. That's why I had written VA is equal to 12 volts. So the resistance should be 6 ohm. They have asked you to find the power delivered by the 25 volt source. So what you can do, you know the current 14 ampere here, you know I and incoming current here 0.4 I. So I can apply the nodal analysis at this particular point. So I plus 0.5 I, that is equal to 14. So 1.4 I is equal to 14, that means I is equal to 10 amperes. So this is the 10 ampere current. So the current is leaving the positive terminal, so the power will be delivered by the 25 volt source. So that is equal to V into I. What is the value of V? It is 25. Okay. I is equal to 10 ampere. So it is 250 watts. This is the power delivered by the voltage source. In this circuit, we have to find the value of R. See, the current that is flowing here is 2 amperes. Okay. So this is 2 amperes. See here it is 100 volts. 10 ohms. So can I apply the source transformation technique here? So to this part, I will convert this practical voltage source to the practical current source. So here this will be V divided by R. So 100 divided by 10, it is 10 amperes, which is in parallel with the 10 ohm resistor. Now I will add this 10 ohm resistor here, and this is the R. Okay, but this is the current 2 ampere. Now these two are in parallel. Since these are of equal values, we can take the R equivalent as R divided by 2. So it is 5 ohms, right? So now I will make the modification in this circuit only. So this is 5 ohms. Okay, see 10 ampere, if 2 ampere is flowing here, obviously the current that should be flowing here will be 8A. So now what is, this is the R, right? So current through this is 2 ampere. So 10 into 5 divided by 5 plus R. Okay, so this is 5 plus R is equal to 25. That means R is equal to 20 ohms. Why have I applied this formula? This is nothing but it is the, current through R is equal to I into, if this is R2 and this is R1, we know the current divider rule, okay, that is R1 plus R2. We will be considering the 10 ampere into the resistance value which is present in the another branch, and then we will do the sum of these resistance and keep it in denominator. So this is your current divider rule. Okay, so the value of R should be 20 ohms.